Welcome to the Legion Cup EU group selections. And I forgot my words. Here we are. 4 of the 16 players on the stage can secure themselves a place in the quarterfinals with 2 quick victories, while 4 more can make it straight to the playoffs. They're competitors, but to get the groups they want, they'll have to work together. However, 8 will leave with nothing, as half our players will find themselves in the knockout bracket by the end of Group Stage 2. Let's meet the players. First, we have Danielo, a Polish Protoss, champion of Legion Cup Winter with an impressive 1,262 circuit points to his name. Well known for his tricky, aggressive style of play, he used that to full effect last season, securing himself the #1 seed for Legion Cup Spring. This gives him the advantage of a swap once the selections are complete. Will he use this to benefit himself, or to mess with those he sees as being the biggest threats to his victory? We can only wait and see. Second is Chelch, a Protoss from the UK, the runner-up of Legion Cup Winter, losing 4-2 to Danielo in the final. He's a strong all-round player, capable of mixing in aggression, cheese, and solid defense in the same series. It was exactly these qualities that won him 740 circuit points, and allowed him to claim the 2nd seed. Third is Shakur, the German Terran, showing commendable consistency in reaching the top 4 of Legion Cup Winter EU, and in the final of Legion Cup Winter season finals, only losing to Oil Town in that by the skin of his teeth in a crunch match on 2,000 atmospheres. Third to pick, he'll be hoping that a good group will be the springboard he needs to take the final step and become a champion. Fourth, we have Kagemaru, another Polish Protoss who consistently punches above his weight, having reached the top 4 of both Legion Cup Winter and Legion Cup Fall, only being defeated by players almost 1,000 MMR higher than him in both. Much of this can be attributed to his exceptional preparation, so let's see which player he's prepared to pick in the Legion Cup group selections. That was really good. I've been rehearsing that for ages, so it's good that it came off well. Oh, Jesus. Right. Apparently I'm hopping into a voice chat. Give me a moment there. I cannot think of... Oh, here it is. Whoops. Okay, that's better. Okay. I know what I'm doing. I am a very experienced individual with lots of experience in doing stuff. Shit. No, I'm not. So Aerocool has been picked by Danielo. Oh, I've got this wrong around. It's fine, I'll fix that in a moment. If I can type properly. There we go. That's second. It's third. It's fine. We'll blame Magnath for this. Definitely wasn't me that set this up. I would have done this way better. That's 10. No, it's not. It's 9th. I can count. I promise you. Should be waiting for Chelch to make his pick. He has not done so yet. He's already selected Aeropool, Chelch, as you can see right here. He's come right out of the gate, picked the best player in the previous Legion Cup. As a matter of fact, I believe he won all 3 of his PvPs in the round of 28. 6-1 map score, 3-0 series score, including beating people like Magnath and Cobblestone, which, it's no mean feat. And Chelch comes out of the gate with a Lucas Dart pick. Now that is ballsy. Lucas Dart, he's a very, very strong player, as we all know. He reached the round of 12 last season, only losing to Azura Very impressive performance by him. I've got some notes here, but I apparently came to a blank with Lucas. Apparently, he beat Azura in Group Stage 2 of Legion Cup Winter, who is a very strong Protoss. Chelch too is a strong Protoss, so we'll be looking to see if he can repeat that impressive performance here today. Well, not today, but you know what I mean. This season. Next is going to be Shakur's pick, and he's typing. Ooh, the suspense is killing me. Who's it going to be? Could be Fiant, could be Kyojin, could be Prince on Fire, could be Magnath, could be Microroni there. And he's paused, taking his time to think. It's wise. Oh, come on, man. Yep. And it is Microroni. Admittedly, one of the weaker players, but at this stage, it's not like last season, where there's 4 very clear weak players that you can get in your group. Everyone who's reached this stage is very, very strong. We're looking at Magnath and Microroni as the 2 weaker players here. Like, that's when you know it's a strong set of players. And next is going to be... okay. Magnath's not here. I mostly got ladder one. I mean, yeah, Chelch, I imagine you do beat most people on ladder, considering the fact that you're, quite good at the game. And Kagemaru picks Kyojin. Okay, then. Clearly he doesn't want to play standard PvP in his group. Which means after the first round of picks, we're looking at Kagemaru, Kyojin, Shakur, Microroni, Chelch, Lucastar, and Daniello Aero. Some very spicy looking PvPs coming up very, very soon. And then some actually pretty high level TVPs that we can look forward to from Shakur, Microroni, Chelch, and Lucastar. I'm really concerned now because I think Magnath just said a little bit earlier before he left something like, I have Kyojin's picks. Yeah, I'll be picking for Kyojin. Which, Magnath's not here right now, he's at the shops. So if this takes more than, I think it's 10 minutes, which I'm not looking forward to having to entertain people for 10 minutes, that doesn't usually go so well, then I get to pick for him. And if I get to pick, I've just seen Fiant very upset that he's not been picked by anyone, so I think Fiant would look great in Group A, I feel like that would be a really good pick. They could have a lot of fun. CVP is such a fun matchup. I play it all the time, being a Terran. It's one of my best matchups. Definitely haven't not played it since Overcharge became a thing, because 15, 14, 14 became too hard. Good history facts. See, there's never any good history facts, because at the end of the day, the British Empire doesn't exist anymore. And that's very sad. And we've got to listen to, I don't know, Joe Biden or Donald Trump. All the while we've got to elect, I don't know, Boris Johnson. Bumbling idiot though he may be. Lovable idiot though, I guess you could say. He's got that going for him. What does Fiant mean? Well, Fianten mean in Swedish is the important question here. Could be anything. I don't speak Swedish. Wolfshar speaks Swedish. We could get him in here. And also, I really hope this doesn't take too long. I hope there aren't very many people who aren't here and haven't given the admins their picks, because I've only got this this music I'm playing, this very tense stuff, for about an hour, So if it goes longer than that, I'm gonna have to go and like loop it or something. Which will be, it might do something to take away from the tension. At present, we are 3 minutes into the 10 that Kyojin has. I mean, all this would have been avoided if Magnath just said, oh, by the way, Kyojin's picks are this. Would it be too bad if I just assumed that Kyojin wanted Fiance? Or maybe Azura? I don't know, that would be a reasonable pick for him. Speaking of which, I'm not sure if I'm sure I can. Might be a bit difficult though. Wait, this is not what I was looking for. Oh shit. Oops. You didn't hear that. Yeah, I mean, being one of the seeded players is a really, really nice thing to be honest, because you only have to play 2 games, 2 best of 3s. And, if you win them both, that's 4 games max that you've had to play, which really isn't a lot when you think about it. I'd love to, get through to the next rounds for, just a couple, well, no, it's not even an hour really if you're quick. Oh, Magnath's back. He's back. He's back, everybody. Hey, someone's got a forfeit, Chelch. It wouldn't be a Legion Cup tournament without a forfeit. And, they haven't. Well, actually, no, I say that. I think someone did forfeit this season. Let me have a look. No. No, there haven't actually been any forfeits. How about that then? Oh, Magnath was typing, but not anymore. No, it wasn't that he bitched out, it was that he, something happened to him. He wasn't allowed to play Magnath by his parents, which I don't think you would be able to relate to that, Chelch. You're like 50 years old. And we enter the 5th minute, the halfway point of our wait for Kyojin or Magnath to come back. Neither of them are here. Magnath is typing. You can see that on the screen, but nothing yet coming forth. Prime. Now that's not a good pick. I would have picked Fiant. I think Fiant would have been a great choice for this group, but no worries. Prime it is. Kagemaru, Kyojin, Prime in Group A. Protoss Thunderdome once again. How about that? Now, what have I got to say about Prime? Speaking of Protoss Thunderdomes, he came out on top of one in Group Stage 1. He won 3 PvPs in Group Stage 1 to get through as a top finisher. It's his first Legion Cup, and so far he's doing very, very well. We'll see who Microroni has to pick next, if Magnath tells him that it's his turn yet. I'll do it. Oh, I should probably get rid of the players who aren't there anymore. That'll be good. That would be like, professional stuff to do. And then it's Lucas Dart. Not Lucas Dirt, as some might say. That's fake news. So we have, for Microroni to pick, Fiance, Azura, Unknown, Xylophone, Giant, not Kyojin, Bryn's on Fire, and Magnath. And speak of the devil and he shall appear, Magnath goes into Group B. So the 2 lowest rated players are going to be in the same group. Shakya must be dancing for joy right now. And, well, maybe not. Because, Magnath, he's been laddering recently, and he's told me that he's getting up there recently. More than just getting up there, he's like 4.9k. And Lucas, is he going to pick Fiant? Well, we were right. He's drawing it out. Oh, come on, man. Fiance, it is Fiance. So Fiant, Lucastar, and Chelch. Look at that! I mean, this is why you don't pick someone that good as your first choice, because they will screw you over with another really strong pick. Aerocool is up next. He's typing now. Xylophone. Daniello, Aerocool, Xylophone. That is a hell of a group as well, but every single one of them is a hell of a group, to be honest. Even Group B, which is, arguably the weakest, it's got some pretty seriously good players in there. Now Xylophone has the next pick. We'll see who he comes up with. Just take out Fiant and Xylophone there. Now, Xylo and Giant, it is possible we could have a Giant versus Xylophone match in Group Stage 2. We'll see what Xylo says. For those of you who don't know, they play 5 times in a few months. Well, played 5 times in like the last 2 months in bi-weeklies. It's because they're so close to each other. Like there's 12. As I was saying, there's 12 circuit points separating them, which means they meet every single time in the bi-weekly, and now they're going to meet again in Group Stage 2. Daniello, Aerocool, Xylophone, Giant is going to be the final Group D, short of Daniello making a switch. Now, we have got Fiant making the next pick. Now, there is not much in the way of diversity left to pick from. We've got a Protoss, and a Zerg. Now, Azura maybe is... I'm not sure about Azura. I think Lucastar might appreciate it. He beat Azura in last season's second group stage. But, the others might not be so happy about it. It's hard to say. Like, you've got Chelch, Lucastar, Fiant. You may as well throw Azura in there just for spice. Like, you've already got the group of death. May as well make it proper. And, the reason why there's not enough bants is because I'm not in this group stage. I was like half the reason why there was so much banter in the last one, because I got royally screwed over by everyone who was in the group stage except Borms. Borms was loyal. Prince on Fire is going to be the final player in Group C. I say that's cowardly. That's an easy way out from Fiant. Don't like it. Nah, he was great, Chelsea. He was great. Besides, you got out first, didn't you? Don't know how you can complain about that. Oh man, Chelch, Borms has got to qualify before you do that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Now, where's Magnath? If anyone should know how the rules work, Magnath should know. He made them. He literally wrote them. Prime? No. Magnath doesn't even know what group he's in. He's not all here. He's not all there upstairs. He's flustered. He's looking at this group and he doesn't like what he sees. And he knows he's got to pick between Azura and Unknown, which is not a great choice for anyone. Azura it is. Oh my god. That's ballsy, I gotta say. So it's going to be Shakur and 3 Protosses in Group B. And then Kagemaru, Kyojin, Prime, Unknown in Group A. Well, how about that? That's a very, very strong set of groups. Like, Group B, I'd still say is the weakest, but if that's the weakest group, damn. And now, all eyes on Daniello. Now, this is a pretty strong group. Daniello might not like it. He might decide to, get Aerocool. Well, he picked Aerocool, so why would he move him out? But Xylophone, Giant, he might not like having them in there. He can always swap them out. Maybe he feels confident against Brenz on Fire. Maybe he's happy against Magnath or Microroni. And he'll, swap them out. And that would really put the cat amongst the pigeons if Xylophone were to move into Group B. or Giant was moving to Group B in place of Magnath or Macaroni. That would then be 3 really, really strong players. And, well, I guess we're just going to wait until... Well, I guess I've got to do it, even though I'm supposed to just be doing streaming. Oh, maybe Magnath's doing it now? Who can say? No, he's just saying that Zyla vs Daniela was the biggest rivalry in here by now. That's a very, very good call, Dr. Barbecue. That's actually a very good call. Picking Aerocool. But then Aerocool's kind of screwed him over there with Xylophone. I'm not sure that's a great strategy if you're picking first, because you never know what 2 players you're going to get. Like, this was something that Daniela really took advantage of last season, was that he was in Group D, but obviously it was reverse order, so he got to pick like Yunkar and Atreus one after the other. I think maybe he was thinking he could do that as well. I'm not so sure. So we'll see what Daniela's choice is. Fiant for Xylophone. That would be pretty scary. That would definitely make it the Group of Death, but I don't think you could pay Daniela to do that unless it was more than the prize pool of this tournament. Giant for Microroni. Oh, he's done it. Giant into Group B. Microroni into Group D. And so it ends. Kagemaru, Kaijin, Prime, Unknown, that's not spell unknown, in Group A. Shakur, Giant, Magnath, Azura in Group B. Chelch, Lucastar, Fiant, Prince on Fire in Group C. And Danielo, Aerocool, Xylophone, Microroni in Group D. So Shakur and 3 Protoss still, but the 3 Protoss are a lot less palatable than it was just a few minutes ago when it was Microroni and Magnath and Azura hadn't been picked yet. Microroni is saying thanks, but I'm not so sure he should be thanking him. Like, that is not a good group to be moved into, Group D there. I guess if he's confident against Danielo and Aerocool, he can get through. Xylophone's going to be scary, though. I mean, what can I say? Drunken Outlaws players don't have a lot of balls. hey, that's not fair. Challenge is not being very fair to me there. It wasn't because I was a pussy. It was because I acutely negotiated my way into a better position. What do you mean, fuck me? What did I do? Why is this my fault? I don't get it. What did I do? Huh? I came here to have a good time, and I'm feeling really attacked right now, Denny. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you could try and get me on the ladder, but I don't play ladder, so you wouldn't have much luck there. Yeah, negotiated my way into finishing last for group, but like there are different ways to win, and I feel like I won in a lot of ways in that group stage. I took a map off main. That's a big deal if you ask me. Actually, that's exactly what Chelch did, if memory serves. He took 1 map off main in LegionCup Winter EU. I took 1 map off main, so we're about equal, I'd say. No, you didn't get to play him. No, you did get to play him. Yes, because he beat me. Yeah, I remember that. Good times. Definitely not one of the worst experiences I've had playing this game ever. But if I had beaten him, then you wouldn't have played him because he would have probably lost to Primal. I mean, Shakur versus Giant will definitely be spicy. That's 2 really, really good players. And tactical players too, I guess you could say. 5.15, not 4.8. Which one is Banana Juana? Oh, right. Is that... Well, that's what Magnath wrote down. I trust what Magnath tells me. I'm going to see if Wikipedia has been updated. Then we can show it in all its glory. No. Well, I'm sure it will be at some point in the near future. And then I guess we'll just finish off on that once Wikipedia's been updated. So chop Magna. Usually, being picked last is a really bad thing because people think you're crap. But now, if you get picked last, that's a good thing. People are scared, so they don't want to play against you, which is it's good. It means that you haven't made any enemies. I made 1 or 2 enemies last season and managed to get like the second best player in the entire tournament in my group. That went well, and also like one of the top 4 in my group too. So that's a really great example of how not to do group selections. Easier people to pick than Lucas. I mean, yeah. I feel like everyone knows what Lucas does. I've been telling him so often, like, just cheese someone once, and people will be less likely to assume you're going to 3-1-1 every game and just counter it. But he's like, no, I'm not going to choose anyone because the reason he gives me is because he couldn't possibly learn a build sufficiently to do it as a cheese. I don't get it. But hey, whatever makes him feel comfortable. I feel like Chelsea's in a pretty good position here because he's got to play Lucas start first. I feel like he'll definitely be able to beat Lucas start. Then it's Fiant, Prince on Fire. I feel like Fiant comes out on top there. Chelsea might struggle with Prince on Fire, I guess. With Fiant. That'll be a very interesting match to watch. I hope it gets streamed. Fiant has never played me when I'm sober. So what? He's only played you at full power then, Chelsea. But yeah, Fiant against Chelsea. Chelsea seems confident, but I'm sure Fiant is confident too. Regardless of who goes down, Lucas Dart did beat Prince on Fire 3-0 in the qualifiers for this very tournament. So, it's safe to assume that Lucas Dart will be confident, but Prince on Fire is going to be out for revenge. And yeah, that's actually a very good point that Giant makes. Magnath is like the guy who gave Giant all of his strategies. So Giant's going to need to pull out something fresh if he wants to avoid Magnath just blind countering him. Prince on Fire, take hearts. I mean, Junkar and Atreus were in a group with like Denny and Borms last season, and I think Junkar got out, even though he got through to group stage 2 on a coin flip for a start, and then he managed to get through to through to round of 8. Or was it round of 12? I think it was round of 12, just by beating Borms. So anything can happen. Right. Is Wikipedia done yet? I'd be surprised if it was. It takes a while. Yeah, nah. Well, I feel like we've covered just about everything. Only half an hour this took, which, is quite impressive if you ask me. So thanks everyone for watching. I wish all the players good luck in their groups. Though, maybe especially some of these people. Oh. Sorry, Giant. You can't spam caps. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Good luck to the players, and we will see you on the other side.